I mean, I've said a lot worse things into the mic.
That hits the bat, right? Foul ball. The hand's an extension of the bat.
That's what she said. Don't blow it.
That's a foul ball. For all those wondering.
I appreciate that.
Nice, Ted. Leg it out.
He's out.
You can do this. Easy
I don't know, I've never seen an easy out that wears socks like that. Soccer game.
What'd you say?
Do with the controller.
Strike three.
Alright, movie.
So wait, is London this Friday or next?
Tony! Next week. Not next.
So not this Friday, but the next Friday. Wow. Safe.
Yeah. The first single I picked up. Hi, Sean. Wait for yours, Tony. Here you go. It's the same. I mean, for your name team, it's the same guys.
That's out.
Come on. Get it in. Get it in. Get it in. He's going.
He's out.
Nice. That's what I said. Yeah, good work. Sorry there. Rocking.
Can the runner take third on that?
Yeah,
On a pegging?
Nope.
On a successful pegging?
Not automatic.
Foul.
I don't like taking care of it. I felt like it.
Foul.
Alright, Conway. One more. Here we go. Good work.
you know how excited I am for this executive party bus? I'm talking about London.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna be, I have to get up at 6 on a Friday to make it to this thing. I'm gonna be so drunk on that bus, it's gonna be unbelievable. Do we have to BYOB or is the executive?
Not provided by the league.
No?
Yeah, sorry, dude.
Drinking is not encouraged
On the bus?
at all.
But it's not frowned upon, is it?
Saturday night, after we're eliminated, drinking is encouraged. We're mid at work, chosen to do a serious job.
Selected. It's an honor.
Yeah.
And I'm clearly going to need to have that practice session.
If only 5 other people hadn't said no, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Don't forget that I dropped a class for that.
I know.
Dropped a full class for one Friday weekend. Or one weekend.
Much appreciated.
I didn't actually. I had to switch my schedule around anyway, so. And I didn't like having class on Friday to begin with, so.
I'm getting a divorce so that I can go, so it's alright.
That's taking it above and beyond. I thought dropping a class was bad.
It's pretty complicated anyway. So. That was a mean pitch.
Yeah, I felt hungry after I threw it.
Foul.
Almost got the back.
Yeah.
Strike 3. How are you getting back? You have to drive?
I don't have a knuckleball.
You're gonna drive? You driving through College Park?
Give me the screwball, Chris.
I think I have one of those.
I was just wondering if you were driving through it on your way to Northern Virginia. Is that? Where are you going? Where is that?
Montgomery County?
Oh, so that's close.
No. Not close. Married and Chris!
To College Park?
Huh?
To College Park? Yeah, it's really close, isn't it?
No, not all.
It's on the way.
Yeah.
God, I don't want to take the metro.
I saw that one going over the fence.
The shit.
I was actually going to college this weekend.
Yeah, well,
That's not happening. Stuff on the mountain.
clearly. I gotta clean up my room and stuff. God, my life is a mess. Now everyone's gonna hear it on the game audio. That comes after I clean.
I have not had a beer yet today.
It actually, it will actually probably come during the clean.
There you go.
She's out.
Nice.
Said she.
Keep it close.
Good run, Meg.
Alright. Big out. Game ball.
Strike or foul. Both work.
Lay the wood to it, it'll go over.
Well, he's safe.
Go, Anthony. That should go down as an error if it didn't.
He would like to volunteer himself for an error on that one.
You have to touch it for it to be an error.
Technically you need
Yeah. So it's a hit.
You have to touch it for it to be an error.
Any ball deemed playable by the scorekeeper.
I,
Yours, Tony.
from my untrained eye, I would deem that playable.
I don't think you got there.
I'm just deeming things though. It's out.
Captain Sean, top of the third.
Nice, Ted.
Right here, Sean, right here.
Here.
I got it.
It's out.
Nice.
It's out at second. Correct. I do like the pace at which this is going. Although someone should score.
DJ then Mary, bottom of the third.
Okay. Foul! Here.
Run it out, Joe.
It's out.
Swing through if you want. Put the pad on it and run it out.
If you'd like.
You each have game. Look. You're right.
Jesse then Ted. Top four.
Looking into it,
Go over this way a little bit. Right here, Tony, right here.
Very good. Very good. All right, Ted.
Hey, take the hits where you can get them.
You're damn right.
Let's go, Para.
Here we go. Right here.
It's not my brother. Buckles the knees.
I don't think you should give anybody hit their voice right now.
Huh?
I don't think you should be giving anybody hit their voice right now.
Can I have a cigarette? It's a strike. Menthols, though, are not good for you.
I know. That fiberglass and cut your shit up.
Yeah, seriously. Strike 2. Where the fuck is my brother?
Wait till they off
So you play in a baseball league, too?
Play for Montgomery College.
Hmm?
Play for Montgomery College.
Oh, do you? I didn't even realize you guys had a team. Fair! Like an A and a B, like a varsity?
There's 2 different campuses.
All right, Conway.
Well, technically there's 3 campuses, but 2 campuses.
I know a really, really attractive girl who goes to Montgomery College.
Which
Come on,
campus?
Conway.
I don't know. It's a good question. Her name's Cassandra Beard.
Double play.
Where does she live closer to, Rockville or Germantown?
She lives at Oldie.
So she probably goes to Germantown.
Is that where you go?
I did go there. I live closer to Germantown, but I'm playing baseball at Rockville. I know the coach. I played for Germantown my first year in college, and then my coach was a D-bag, and he lost the College World Series and he blamed it on me.
With the junior college? What is it?
Yeah, JUCO World Series.
Really? You guys are that good?
At Germantown we were.
Who's the kid? Oh, no, that's a Rundle. That's the one I was thinking of. I know. A buddy of mine plays for a Rundle.
Good enough that one of our players got drafted last year.
Which one?
This kid Jose.
Huh.
In St. Chase.
We only had 2 people drafted.
He got drafted by the Royals. He's like this tall, about 130 pounds. He's 92. Lefty.
I played at Maryland my first 2 years and then I quit. I wasn't getting any playing time. My baseball skill is good enough to be the last man on a Division I team.
You know Jensen Puba?
He's out. Yeah, I know Jensen.
He's good.
Yeah, he was one of our best players. Actually, he struggled real bad last year. Yeah, there's a few kids who came from Montgomery, actually, I think. Will Greenberg.
Yep.
They both graduated, but... And Mike Moss, too, right? Potential.
He actually played at MC, though.
What?
I don't think he actually played at MC, though, but yeah, he was a Montgomery County guy.
And then Kolaric, Adam Kolaric. He might not be a Montgomery County guy. He's from Catonsville, maybe? He might have played for CC.
Yeah, that's not a Montgomery County.
Foul. Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Jensen won. He was the first team All-American, and he won the Balling's Gold Glove when he was at MC.
My freshman year, when he was a junior, he led the team in average. He hit like 330 for the year.
Yeah.
Then last year he was miserable for the first 2/3 of the season. He hit like 200. He was just terrible. And then the last third of the season, no one could get him out. It was impossible. Like literally, you couldn't get him out. His batting average. He ended at like 280 something, and all of that came in like the last like 3 weeks of the season. He's the reason we beat Duke last year in our series, anyway. In the 3 games against Duke, he was probably like 12 for 15 or 12 for 14. But he doesn't play any position.
What they have him do, DH?
He DH'd every game. Well,
Plenty of shortstop.
every game he played, he DH'd. We had a freshman who can't hit for crap, but he can He's a defensive whiz. As a matter of fact, he's probably like a major league defensive player. Like he can actually. Wow. You safe?
TJ, throw it back.
What are the rules on one-handed swings? It's a
Came off right then.
No.
you swung with one hand. I mean, you hit the ball with one hand. I don't know what the rule is about that.
He should have dropped his hand and swung.
It's a judgment, but what's the rule book say?
One hand is foul ball.
That one-handed batting is not allowed.
Foul ball.
Again. Do it again.
Go.
Here we go.
He pitched for us his junior year. He's not very good though. He had shoulder surgery too. He had Tommy John surgery between his junior and senior year. So. Yes, that's two.
Yeah, then Tony.
It was all
Bottom of 4. Scoreless.
He's at MCU still.
Well, he hits lefty and he throws righty.
Yeah. When he was at MCU still in like 93, 94. And then his shoulder was fucked up.
Yeah, he was a starter for part of the year. I mean, he wasn't. I mean, we're the worst team. Well, the second worst team in the ACC. Although we just got a new coach and he's a fucking stud.
It's about damn time.
Yeah. But this guy's like a legitimate, like,
Rope's a fucking idiot.
yeah. But the new guy, Backage, was an assistant at Vanderbilt last year. And the recruiting class that he's already got locked up for 2010.
Yes!
The recruiting.
They're home.
The recruiting class that he's already signed for 2010 is absurd. Pat, you know who Pat Leyland? Do you know who Jim Leyland is, right? The manager for the Tigers. His son's committed for 2010.
His son?
Yeah.
Or his grandson?
No, his son. If you can believe that.
He's like 80 years old.
Yeah. Then this kid from Severna Park, Alex Ramsey.
Severna Park had one good player to come out of it.
They have two. They actually have three.
Nice.
And that was Marcus Sherrill.
Well, yeah, he played there.
I watched him in he was in the state championship for Region.
Really?
Day. And now I don't remember who they were playing, but they were playing at Joe Kane Stadium. He had 4 home runs, 2 from the left side, 2 from the right.
Yeah, he's absurd at baseball. They have 3 kids this year. 3 kids, 2 kids for 2010. They have Alex Ramsey, who's an Under Armour All-American, and apparently is pretty good. And then they have this kid, Chris Kondrasar, who can pretty much play every position. He can pitch and play pretty much every infield position. And he can hit some too. And then they've got this junior kid, like Casey. He's out. Casey Huckabee or something like that. This enormous black kid who's like 6'5", like 230 pounds, and just mashes. And he's already committed too. And he had like legitimate interest from like everyone in the country. Like there's no reason why, as the state school at Maryland, there should be any players from the state of Maryland playing at other schools. But that's the case. Is there's like 22 players from Maryland who are on the rosters of ACC or SEC schools right now. And that's
Because they want to be in a winning program.
right. Well, that's completely unacceptable if you want to be Maryland. But this guy recruited. He got David Price to Vanderbilt, and he got Pedro Alvarez to Vanderbilt too.
Vanderbilt's pitching coach, good as shit.
And now he's built like, dude, the staff he got too. The staff that he hired, because he hired a whole new staff. The pitching coach is a guy from Pepperdine now, Sean Kenny. And then they got their recruiting coordinator is this guy who used to coach at Austin P, who's like 31 and does nothing but recruit. Like literally, he has no life except other than to recruit, which is awesome because he brings in a lot of like really good players. But
Glad you like that one.
Well, we got some kid this year who was about to fail out of Florida State. So he came back.
really, what's his name?
Lucy something.
Wow.
Really?
He's a Florida kid.
Did he play for Florida State this year?
He
This past year?
They redshirted him last year.
Casey something?
Yeah. Well, he's from Florida.
Florida State's really good at baseball.
Yeah.
Their third baseman is a monster. Stuart Tapley, that's the kid's name. He hit a home run off, you know who Scott Swinson is? He's from Ellicott City. That kid's a jackass.
All right, I will.
What's up, friend?
You too. Bye-bye.
Who's that?
My friend.
Lady friend?
Yeah, lady friend.
Nice.
What is this? This is how you carry your crap?
He's out. No, this is the mic for the umpiring, and this is the...
Oh, I see. It's the...
This is my brother, by the way, Kevin.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
So you can go fish around for my license in my backpack.
Yeah.
Which is right over there.
What is it
That one that's lying right in front of the cooler.
Oh, okay.
It should be in the front pocket.
All right.
You can introduce yourself to Chris. Say that you're my brother. That's my brother, Chris.
There's a kid playing at Salisbury. They used to play at Quince Orchard High School.
Really?
When he goes for that.
Yeah, Swinson got drafted, but he didn't go. And then he had a good summer. He was really good. He was really good 2 years ago.
Oh,
He's out.
kid that pitched at Gaithersburg High School. The Orioles said they were going to draft him in the 3rd round.
Who?
And Kevin Brady plays at Clemson now.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, that's another kid who should be on a Maryland roster right now.
Sean is
Always wanted to go to Clemson his whole life, and he was like, no, I'm not going. So he went, he's not going to the Florida.
We had some kid. We had Jesse Crane from Northern Virginia, and he was like 6'5". Maryland doesn't recruit kids like that who are like 6'5" and they can pitch. He was a pitcher who can throw like in the 90s, like mid 90s. Like last year, we only had one kid on our team that could throw 90, or consistently throw 90 anyway. But so, did you find it?
It's not in the front pocket.
Huh. That's not good. Kevin, it's right here.
Right there. So the front pocket.
Well, I did say the front pocket, but I mean, you could have checked the other pockets, right?
Yeah, I could have. It's true. Yeah, I thought of something. That,
What?
if you really are banned from the Dancing Crab for life.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I am.
Maybe I shouldn't go there and use your ID then.
I don't know what would happen if you... Out! I don't know what would happen if you tried to do that. If I use my ID there. The guy probably wouldn't recognize... I don't know though, because...
I guess it depends on who's checking the IDs.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd love to get dinner with you afterwards, but I have to I have to get back to campus like right away.
That's all right. I have some stuff to do anyways.
All right.
And I was gonna ask you, do you know if there's a haircut place? Haircuts are right around here.
Fair!
Real quick, like, is there a
I don't know.
Supercuts?
There must be one like right on Wisconsin. I can't imagine there being one. There might be one on campus.
I'm gonna get my haircut today.
All right, Ted, look alive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
My hair's getting long too, though.
I've got a soccer game anyways later, so.
All right. Well,
But thank you for the ID
yeah, no problem.
again.
Yeah, seriously, I might have to be an Indian giver again if Dad doesn't mail me my new ID.
You still haven't gotten it?
No, he hasn't mailed it to me. He's forgotten.
Did you remind him at least?
No, I haven't reminded him. I'm gonna have to do it today. I have to call him anyway.
Yeah, I have to call him today too.
All right.
All right. See you later.
Yeah, I'll catch you next Sunday. But no, that kid Jesse was time. He was signed. He was committed to us, and then the Orioles drafted him in like the 13th round and threw like $300,000 signing bonus at him, and he was like, "Fuck college." Someone threw me $300 signing bonus, $300,000 signing bonus, maybe.
Yeah, the Orioles were trying to give Kevin Brady first round money.
Like millions?
He said he wouldn't take it.
Like in the millions?
Yeah. My other friend got drafted by the Orioles.
This kid that I played AAU with in high school. I'm from Massachusetts. His name is Jeff. His name is Jeff Allison. The USA Today Pitcher of the Year, Player of the Year for high school. He was drafted 7th overall by the Marlins. He had, like, not only was he the best pitcher to ever come out of the state of Massachusetts, most likely the best pitcher to ever play in New England, because he threw his senior year, they won the state championship his senior year, and he threw 84 innings and allowed 1 unearned run and struck out 120 or something like that. Something absurd. Not only that, but he was also, without a doubt, the best shortstop in the state of Massachusetts as well. And he played shortstop when he wasn't pitching. But he got drafted 7th overall by the Marlins. Like the day before it was during the fall, so we had it was during the fall. We had like fall AAU games that weekend. We played a round robin that weekend, and he got drafted by the Marlins.
Tony! Come on. Come on.
He's gone. And they signed him, or they gave him like a $3.5 million signing bonus or something absurd. And the next day he showed up for the games. He showed up in a brand new, tricked out Cadillac Escalade, like maroon Cadillac Escalade that he probably cost him 50 grand, and then he probably sunk like another like 50K in it to put rims and a sound system and like up the engine. And but at that point, he was already like taking OxyContin like recreationally, and that's what I mean. He would show up when we went to parties and stuff. When we went to parties and stuff, he'd be all heroined out essentially. And after like a year he pitched in the Arizona Fall League, and then during the summer he went to rehab, and the Marlins placed him on like he OD'd on OxyContin, and the Marlins placed him on like the physically unable to perform list. And he's still pitching he's 3 years gone now, but he's still in their minor league system somewhere now. He's trying to rebound, but it's like, dude, if I had a golden right arm like that, yeah, seriously, what are you doing messing around with that shit? Like, okay, you want to drink, you want to smoke weed every once in a while, like, that works. But if you throw the ball 98 miles an hour, yeah, there's no reason you should be popping hillbilly heroin. Foul. He would show up to games fucked up too, and he would still play out of his mind. They didn't let him. Once he got drafted by the Marlins, he wasn't able to pitch. He pitched 1 game for our AAU team, and he won that. He dominated, obviously, and then he wasn't. They wouldn't let him pitch anymore. So he played shortstop. He was the best player on our team, without a doubt. He was signed to Arizona State.
Run.
It's a foul ball. But Arizona State probably would have been worse for him. He wouldn't have done anything there. He probably would have picked up an STD too.
Got a friend that goes there. There's drugs everywhere.
Yeah, dude, I mean it's incredibly fun. Like, it's an incredibly fun place to go to school. But to stay on the straight and narrow path, probably not the best place to head to. Yeah, but a lot of people underestimate Maryland baseball, like nationally. But if we're able to keep, because we don't have any tradition, we haven't made an NCAA regional, and I'm talking about Maryland, since 1971 was the last time we made an NCAA regional, and we haven't made the ACC tournament since the ACC expanded. Back involvement when they got like BC and Virginia Tech and Miami and Florida State. And BC and Virginia Tech are 2 teams that we play well against. Like, we are comparable. BC.
That's where Jensen was supposed to go.
Where, BC? Virginia Tech? Virginia Tech is not. They were okay. We got swept by them. We played terrible that weekend. Awful, but we lost 2 or 3 to Boston College, although all 3 games were like 4-2 or 4-3. And actually our best player got in a fight with, you know who Tony Sanchez is? The guy who he was drafted like 3rd overall by the Pirates, the catcher for Boston College. Yeah, we had a bench clearing brawl against Boston College, because we have a It's out. We have a... Is that the game? But, yeah, we had a bench clearing brawl, and because we have a terrapin off to the side, and he was talking smack the whole time. And he came over and he hucked a loogie on the terrapin, and our third baseman, they were jawing at each other the whole time, and then finally our third baseman hit like a fly ball to right field, and Sanchez must have said something to him while he was running down the first baseline. And Murphy, Mike was the kid, he plays third. Yeah, he went to G-Town Prep. Yeah, and Mike didn't even make it all the way down the first baseline. He got halfway and then he turned around and just charged Sanchez, and they started throwing down. They just started throwing down. Because it's absurd to me that Murphy never got drafted, didn't get drafted. It's incredible. Like he wasn't going to be able to stay at third base. He's only like 6 feet tall, like 190 pounds. But he hit 12 home runs in the regular season. And like 8 of those came against ACC teams.
He was always good.
Yeah, and they didn't draft him. He went undrafted, and now he's the student. Now he's getting his grad school paid for, and he's the student coach at Maryland.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it works out well for him, but it sucks that he wanted to get drafted really, really badly.
Yeah.
And he didn't for whatever reason.
Here we go.
But I'll never understand that. Like, I understand potential over, like, stats, obviously, especially in a baseball draft. But it's like,
You have so many rounds in the draft.
I can't imagine some team that wouldn't want to be like, especially because he was a senior and he had nowhere to go. So his signing bonus was going to be $1,000 anyway, no matter where they drafted him. So it's like, I can't believe some team wouldn't throw $1,000 to take a flyer on a kid who, played at an all-ACC level. He got snubbed from second team all-ACC too. We had no one, not a single all-ACC player, not one, on either team. That's how bad we are. Actually, Tyler Bennett, he catches for us. I think he might have played it.
Huh?
He might be from...
Oh. Yeah.
He might be from Federalsburg. Is that even a real place? Oh. Throw him the ball. He went to... God, I think he's a Montgomery County kid. But I guess you would probably know him if he was.
Where'd my backstop go?
Like Dan Gensler, you know Dan Gensler?
Name sounds familiar.
I think he might be a Montgomery County kid also. He's our closer. He came from the club baseball team too. He was on the club baseball team. And then last year we took him. He came and played with us, and our pitching coach had no fucking clue what to do with him because he just he wasn't good enough to pitch in the ACC, and he didn't have anything special. He was he was a good player. He could throw, but he couldn't pitch in the ACC. And so then they dropped his arm angle down to sidearm, and he throws sidearm, and he's lights out. He's lights out. His ERA was like 3 last year. He was our best pitcher on our entire team, without a doubt. Because Swinson was a wreck last year, and is the biggest dick.
What inning is it?
6, bottom of 6.
Here we go.
Get it in!
Safe. What's the score? 3-1?
Is that a hit or an error, Galloway?
It's a hit.
Here we go.
E3.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think that was probably an E. Out.
All right, guys, here we go. One more. One more. Get big, Ted. You nasty shit.
I know I'm supposed to be impartial and all, but I really don't want this game to go into extra innings.
You and me both.
Hey, Garcia. The ump's out to get us, man. Hit it over the fence.
I can't see if that one's going to be fair or foul from over here, so.
I'll call it. Don't worry about it.
All right, that sounds fair. On a questionable home run call, you guys took it.
Team just fell apart after that.
Oh, Dallas.
Served me one up.
Dallas takes it so seriously. Like, look, I like to win. I enjoy winning. He takes it just a little too seriously, though.
Brush him off. Here we go.
Here I am bad-mouthing my own team into the microphone.
Nice pitch. Couple more.
Just the way it works, I guess.
Everybody hates us, so I don't have to badmouth.
That kid Scott was. He was. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Just every, like, but within like the first 5 minutes of like that first week, everyone was just like, who is that dick? Out.
God damn it, now we got a 5-way tie.